Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation today, Rag Gaudi Manj Mahalla Panjwa Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad Tun Mera Bahu Maan Karte Tun Mera Bahu Maan जोरी तुम्हारे सुख वसां सच शब्द निशान रहाओ दे बुझारत सारता से अखी डिठड़ियां कोई जे मूरख लोबिया भूल न सुनी कहियां इक्कस दो चहों क्या गणी सब इकत साध मुट्ठी एक अध नाय रसियड़ा का विरली जाए उठी भगत सच्चे दरसों दे आनंद करे दिन रात रंग रत्ते परमेसर जन नानक तिन बल जात भगत सच्चे दरसों दे आनंद करहें दिन रात रंग रते परमेसर जन नानक तिन बल जात. So in the central passage, the Rahau, Guru Arjan expresses this feeling. O Creator, he says, you are my deepest support. Tun Mera Bahu Maan, and you are my greatest strength. Mera Bahu Maan. He has used the word Maan, which is often translated to mean honor, which it is, but in this context, it is also the other meaning, the other connotation of Maan that we are picking up on. He's speaking in terms of support, in terms of strength. So you are my deepest and my greatest strength. Jor tumare. Now, jor is force or strength. Jor tumare sukhe vasam. Residing in peace or peace prevailing. Such sabad nisan, when the self is revealed. Nisan is an insignia, significance, manifestation. Such sabad nisan. So essentially, what he is saying is that I am not the source of my own strength. That our strength and ability and our capacities are indeed reflections of capacities of the Creator. That is why he says, Tun Mera Bahu Maan Karte. O Creator, you are my deepest support. So our strength and our capacity to do anything rests on the fact that it is a reflection of the strength of the Karta. It is not our own strength. We are merely stewards of that strength. And again he says, Jor tumare. Jor is force, but I have translated it to mean the force of your guidance. Jor tumare. Sukh vasana. Sukh is our end goal, and we have talked about sukh representing physical pleasure at one end of the spectrum and an awakening on the other. So it has a wide variety of meanings, mostly awakening, but there are times when it is also used in the ordinary sense. So sukh vasana means for a happy, peaceful existence. In order for that, I need your guidance to do what? Sach sabad nisan. Sach is again a synonym for the karta. Sabad is the message, the word, if you will, of the Guru or the Creator. Nisan is its manifestation. So essentially what is being said is that I do not have the strength to actually to understand or comprehend the Creator Self. You have to enable this for me. So we are speaking about grace here. And then Guru Arjan goes on to describe the state of affairs that we are all caught up in. Despite all evidence to the contrary, he says, Sabbe galla jatiyan, in spite of knowing everything, we prefer to remain unaware or unmotivated. Sabbe galla jatiyan, despite knowing everything, sunke chup kiya, we remain silent. Silence is simply a synonym for inaction. We do nothing. And we will talk about what is the evidence to the contrary, where he says, Sabbe galla jatiyan sunke chup kiya. What is it that we know and yet are not willing to act? And then he says, we allow ourselves to be mesmerized by attachment to Maya. Maya moharya. Kadhi surtana laddeya. We have never used our consciousness, surt, our ability, to find the meaning of the self or the Creator. And what is the evidence to the contrary? The fact that we are caught in the trap of the senses, that we are engaged and mesmerized by this fleeting world of appearances, that we are mistaking appearance for what is real, and therefore getting enmeshed in it and suffering as a result. He goes on to add, not only do we have the evidence and prefer to remain silent by allowing ourselves to be mesmerized, there are intimations to the riddle, dehe bujarat sarata, that are in plain sight, right under our nose. But what are we to do if one is ignorant, he says, and not only that, but also greedy? Koi je murkh lobiya. What are we going to do if someone is a murkh and a lobiya, a fool and greedy? The Guru says you can rest assured that this individual, mulle na suni kahya. Mulle means assuredly, certainly is not going to listen, because you are a fool and you are greedy. So you can't see around, you're unaware, you're living life like a robot. But he assures us that this is not a matter of counting one fool or two fools or four fools. Ikkas dohun chahun kya gani. Don't count 1, 2, or 4. Multitudes. In fact, everyone is caught in that trap. So he says, Ikkas dohun chahun kya gani. Why count 1, 2, or 4? Sab ikat jai butti. Everyone is trapped in Maya. Ik adnai rasiyada. Few are those who appreciate self-knowledge or are pursuers of self-knowledge. Rasiyada is one who is drenched or a lover of self-knowledge. And not only that, but amongst those few, it is the rare one who is self-realized, virla jai vutti, to sit in self-knowledge, literally speaking. So you see, we are all trapped, hypnotized, if you will, mesmerized by the razzle and dazzle of daily life. But we choose to ignore it because we're greedy. And we're all in that same trap. And it's the rare individual that will stop, look, and try and understand. And it is the one who does that, the Guru here calls that individual a Bhagat. He says, Bhagat sache dar sohande anand kare din raat. They are the Bhagats who live in a state of bliss and who, at the threshold of transcendence, are glorious. Rangaratte Paramesara, they are drenched in the love of Paramesar, which is the supreme being, the transcendental being. Jan Nanak Tin Balajat. Nanak submits himself to those individuals. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.